Hi everyone, I'm JT Pilot and today I'll be making another video. This time we'll be going over the engine models March 2023 releases, hence slash predictions. So, yes, today at long last I'll be making another YouTube video. It's been a while, it's been about a month. The last video was a Jacksonville Fictional Airport day, and I decided to take a break for February, so there's no videos in February. But for March, there will be a few more videos. I don't want to do YouTube, constantly. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make some YouTube videos every once in a while. Yeah, and just stick to Instagram. But I want to make these Indie Mouse Hint slash Predictions videos still, because I really love making these videos. They're fun, and I know you guys enjoy them, and that's a lot of you guys always ask me about them. So, yeah, got a lot of requests for this video, so I will be making it today. So, Indie Mouse have dropped their new March hints. It's been a while since they announced their February releases, and the February releases still haven't arrived, but they're finally announcing the hints. It took them a while, but here we are. And yeah, a lot of Indie February models got delayed. I should be receiving them soon, and posts will be out for them soon on my Instagram account. Yeah, I did receive the NG January and the NG December releases too. They were really great models. So yeah, the Max is controversial, but whatever. So yeah, getting these hints now. So these are pretty good. There's about a few models I'll be buying. There's some really exciting models this month. Not really exciting for me, but there's a lot of good international models. So take one for the team. This is gonna be a pretty good release set. So if you're new to these videos, I like to first welcome you to this video. So yeah, so if you're new to these hints slash predictions videos, first off, this kind of video, this goes over the NG hints which they publish on a monthly basis. Then I make a prediction based off of their hints, and then I rate my prediction on a likeliness meter, 1 through 5, and 5 being the highest probability of the model coming out, and 1 being the lowest probability for a model coming out. So, yeah, so nonetheless, we saw in the very first hint. So this month, NG are kind of different than the hints. They're kind of more vague about what kind of aircraft type for each hint. And yeah, and they decided to put the Airbuses first. So nonetheless, let's start with our very first model. So start with the first model. Here we have a Jetstar with the A320 Junior with Charlotte. This one's registered for Victor Hotel X-Ray X-Ray X-Ray. So sole Australian model. This will likely be an Airbus A320 from Jetstar. Not much else this could really be. It could be a Qantas Link A320 or a Virgin, I think a Virgin Australia A320 as well. They do have a few of those under their regional brand. So this is going to be a great model. Not European models. Australian collectors will enjoy this model. Sorry about that little voice miscue there, but Australian collectors will enjoy this model. And yes, that's all that really matters. So let's hear what you're free. Just because of the other possibilities for this release. Moving on to our next model. Alright, moving on to our next model. This one's version number 5, X-Ray, 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 X-Ray. This will be the Avianca versus A320 in the Taco Retro livery. So this is going to be a great model here. So a lot of people say this is going to be JetBlue or an American A321. This could be the hint, but I'm not thinking so. Unfortunately, I'd love to see both of those be made, but it's not going to be an American A321 with fin steps, sadly. That's still be the Avianca Taco Retro versus A320 Shundra. Two reasons why I think it will be this model. A, the registration matches up. B, NG have already done one of the Avianca Retro liveries in the previous month, the February release, which I will be receiving. And I believe that was Alaska Retro. This one will likely be the Taco Retro. This one's been highly requested. It makes sense for NG to do this model because they recently, especially, they love releasing the same kind of model about every month, like the Garuna Indonesia 777s, which they have released 3 of them in a row, 1 per month. Thankfully, there's not one this month because I would have been pretty annoyed. But yeah, so they like releasing 3 of the same kind of aircraft, or 3 or more of the same kind of aircraft, sometimes in the same release. But yeah, so this model likely be the Avianca Taco Retro livery. Makes sense. This could be a normal Avianca A320 or a JetBlue A320 or an American A321, but this could be Avianca. It's more likely anyways, just because of NG's release styles. Moving on to our next one. This one's registered Golf X-Ray 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 X-Ray, and the first X is in the actual registration, just based on the hints. This one will be a Thailand Airways versus A321. Yeah, this is I believe this is a British airline that utilizes the British Air Force A321neo. So this is just painting their livery. Pretty cool livery. I mean, not really too exciting in my opinion, but it's still a really cool livery. It's gonna be interesting how NG pulls off that purple shade. It's gonna be a really beautiful model though. So we'll have to see. Like this video on this model will be a 4. So if you guys are enjoying this video so far. Moving on to the next one. This one's registered Bravo Free X-Ray X-Ray X-Ray. So rounding off the Airbuses for Airbus A320 family aircraft for this month. This one will be the Air China Airbus A321neo. Just a normal Air China A321neo. So NG have been doing a lot of these A321s for Air China recently. They have done both of the normal CO configurations. They have yet to do the normal Neo configuration. So that's why I went with the A321neo for Air China. This could be a million other Chinese A320s, but I went with the A321neo from Air China. It's also likely an A321neo as some sort from China, just because this is grouped with the Titan A321neo, which for sure will be a Titan Airways aircraft, because that's the only Gulf X-ray restoration for an A320 family aircraft that I could find, at least. At least here for them, I'll just be free. There's other possibilities, so it's a Chinese model. It could literally be anything. There's lots of possibilities in China, and NG is a Chinese company, so there'll be more Chinese models in each release. We got one more A320 neo. Yeah, I almost forgot about this one. This one's registered Romeo Papa's Charlie 9 Extra Extra. This is actually going to be a really great release. This will be the Philippine Airlines Airbus A321neo. So this is going to be a beautiful model, and this could really be the only possibility for this model. It could be a normal CO configuration, but I went with the Neo because NG models was releasing A320neos. Yeah, as you can see from the last few months from NG, they love releasing A321s. A little too many. They need to really do more A320s and A319s and A318s, but NG's like, you know what? Let's do some more A320neos. At least the Philippine Airlines one's a good choice. Yeah, this is probably a pretty rare model. I mean, maybe JC Wings or Phoenix may have done this model before, but an NG release is going to be better, and their mold is far superior. So the light speed for this model will be a 4. So, yes, that's a great release there. Moving on to our next aircraft, this one's registered for Foxtrot Golf X-Ray X-Ray X-Ray. So we're moving on to the E330s. This one will likely be an Air France Service A330-200. It could be another Beluga release as well. Can't fail to mention that. But NG have done all 5 of the Airbus A330-700 Belugas, so I don't think it'll be another Beluga release. I don't think it'll be another Beluga release because NG's already done all 5 of them, so it could be. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but yeah, I just don't think so. I think it'll be an Air France Service A330-200. They have yet to do this model. This will be a great model. Air France flies aircraft to all sorts of destinations like Boston and other destinations as well. I believe St. Martin as well gets the A330-200 from Air France. So this will be a good release. So yeah, a lot of collectors will get it. Will appreciate this model. I may go for it. Maybe we'll have to see, but probably not. Yeah, so nothing really of interest for me so far in this release, but it will get more interesting. I promise. Alright, well, this isn't really interesting. That's kind of contradicts what I just said. This one's registered. Should be Alpha 7 X-Ray X-Ray X-Ray, not Foxtrot Golf X-Ray X-Ray. Sorry about that. This will be another Qatar was 830. Yeah, whatever. Basically could be an 830 or 300. I went to 300. This is the normal livery. NG's already done the World Cup livery, but yeah, is this gonna be no regular livery? Let's move on. That's just a boring release. That's all I gotta say. So our next 2 aircraft, these are both Bravo 5 registrations, so more Chinese A330s. For both of these, I went with the Hainan A330. So I went with the normal -200 variant and the 300 variant. I think these will just be, two Hainan A330s. This is normally these could be special liveries, but I couldn't really find any applicable special liveries NG could do. So I mean, this would be regular livery. NG has yet to do a Hainan A330 because they have already released the 737 and the 787s, I do believe. So yeah. Alrighty, moving on to our next model. This one we're moving on to some 747s. There is plenty in this release. Arguably, probably the most exciting model this month for me, at least. I mean, second most exciting. The next one's pretty exciting, but sorry. This one's registered number 25 X-Ray X-Ray. This will likely be the Southwest Bend 747-700 with registration number in 251 Whiskey November, and the Canadian Blue livery. So yeah, or this could be possibly in the hard livery. I would love to see this be in the hard livery, but it's probably not going to be because NG refuses to release their hard livery 747-700. And the main reason why I say this will be in the Canadian Blue livery, just because a few months ago at the NG November releases, Panda Fox Toys leaked an NG model that had the registration number 251 Whiskey November, and it leaked a CGI image of the Canadian Blue 747-700 with split cameras matching their registration. So this model was supposed to go with the NG November 747-700 with deep blending links, but NG decided to delay it, and this is likely that model. So, yeah, a lot of people are getting their hopes up for a hard 747-700. I just don't want you guys to be disappointed when it's not a hard 747-700. It will just be another King Blue 747-700 split skimmer wingless. Could be hard, but it's going to be a King Blue split. So, sorry about that. NG's already done this model before. Don't get why they would re-release it, but I don't know. I'm hoping this will jinx us in getting the hard livery instead of a King Blue 747-700, but we'll have to see. But this is just my hint. This is my prediction, so yeah. Just based on trends, you know. If it's my race, I'd make it a hard 747-700, but it's likely going to be a King Blue livery. But I'd still buy it. It'll go great for over 252. It'd be a perfect model to pair it with that. So, it's going to be a great release. First model I'll buy from this release for my massive Southwest collection. NG has been releasing tons of Southwest models, so yeah, they've been releasing tons of Southwest models recently, so yeah, gonna be a great model there. Moving on to our next model. So this one, number 78 X-ray, X-ray, X-ray. This could be sorry. Yeah, sorry. I got some dust in my throat. Anyways, this one's version number 78 X-ray, X-ray, X-ray. This will be the Southwest Boeing 747-700 in the New Mexico 1 livery, or a hard blended release as well. This will likely be New Mexico 1. Yeah, so NG hinted at this model last month, but instead released a Coco livery. I looked at the number 78 registration for Southwest aircraft, and could be a hard blended. It could be a King Blue release of some kind, or it could be New Mexico 1. I went with New Mexico 1. Hopefully it's New Mexico 1 this month at long last. I definitely buy it. It's gonna be a great model. It's going to complete complete my Southwest State livery collection. It's just gonna be a great model. Cannot wait to get it. It's gonna be beautiful. I always wanted New Mexico 1 in my collection. It is a really nice Southwest livery. It's just gonna be a beautiful, beautiful model. So that model's definitely gonna be a model for me. Cannot wait to have it. That's all I gotta say. It's just gonna be a really exciting model. Definitely applicable to my collection. Alright, so moving on to our next models, we got a lot of 747 Androids this month, so this will be the first one. And yeah, so this one's registered Bravo 5 X-ray, 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 X-ray. This will be the Air China, but it's 747 Android in the gold and peony livery. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of these Chinese 747s this month, there's 3 of them, and I just kind of, just pick random ones. This one NG hasn't done yet, so maybe they'll do it. NG loves releasing Air China aircraft, so I don't know, but being really honest with you, but this is going to be a pretty cool model, I guess. And yeah, that's what I say. This month, there will be 30 models in this release set. Again, that's a lot of models. And a lot got delayed from last month, which will likely happen again this month. Pretty unfortunate, but what can you do? Alright, moving on to our next one. This one's registered for Bravo 5 X-ray, X-ray, X-ray. This will be the Air China, but it's a 800 in Star Alliance livery. I'm more confident with this one, just because this is a newly unveiled livery. And yeah, yeah. And all these 747 hints could be either the NG variants or the Max variants as well. Just gotta put that in account, but I figure this to be a Dash 800 because NG likes releasing these Chinese 747 800s, so. And yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the pack of the hints. I kind of went the 747 800. It could be other aircraft, but yeah, this Star Alliance model, this makes more sense. And NG loves releasing these Alliance aircraft. There's been a lot of these recently too, so yeah, it kind of fits in. Alright, moving on to your next model. This one's registered Bravo 1 X-ray, X-ray, X-ray. I believe this to be a China Severn, but in 747 Max State. This model is oddly in the oddly behind the 2 other Chinese 747s, which are both 800 variants, and yeah, the registration Bravo 1 goes before the Bravo 5 registrations, if you know math. So yeah, and this was put at the end of the hints for some reason. So I'm suspecting this to be a Max model, a Max model. And NG likely did this to separate it from the other Chinese NG 747s. That's all I got. That's my prediction. So, the reason why I think they're going to release this, A, because it's a Chinese Max, and B, I believe China Severn was the first Chinese airline to put the Max 8 back into service. I may be wrong on that, but I believe they're one of the first. So, it would make sense for NG models to release this aircraft. It's going to be a good Chinese model for Chinese collectors. Not a model for me, though, of course. Moving on to our next 2 models, we got some more Max 8. So, this one's registered Alpha 6 X-ray, X-ray. I believe we'll be getting a Fly Dubai 747 Max State, one in normal livery and one in the Valmas Argentina livery. So, yeah, both of these models are going to be great models. I know a lot of Middle Eastern collectors will enjoy these models. These Fly Dubai models have been requested before, so yeah, these could also be the 747 Android from Fly Dubai or the Max 9. I went the Max 8 Just because NG will likely release the Max 8, and because they've been releasing a lot of Max 8s recently, and it would make sense if they're doing two of the same aircraft to do one in normal livery and one in a special livery, like this Argentina livery. Yeah, and I believe that's a World Cup livery. NG also is releasing World Cup models, so that's another one they can add on their list. Alright, moving on to your next aircraft. This one isn't a Max. This one's registered Echo Lima X-ray X-ray X-ray. This would be a Ryanair, but in some reason stranger with split skimitars. So Ryanair has recently sorry. Ryanair has recently received some percentage changes with split skimitars. There will be retrofitting around 400 of their some percentage changes with split skimitars. Then it would make sense for Angels to release the first split skimitar some percentage change from Ryanair. It'd be a perfect opportunity for them to re-release a Ryanair. So there you go. There's a Ryanair some percentage changer. I am tempted to get this model because of the memes of Ryanair having hard landings. I kind of want to get it, and I really like this. I really love the split skimitars on the sub-freestone engines, and it looks really good with Ryanair's livery. So it's going to be a really nice model. And yes, this could also be the Ryanair Max A200, or it could be a Ryanair Max A200 as well. I wonder if that's the 800 with split skimitar wings, just because this aircraft was recently unveiled, and engine models loves release models that have been recently unveiled. So that fits the criteria for an NG release there. So life speed for this model will be a 4. Alrighty, moving on to our next set of models. These are both registered Echo Charlie X-ray X-ray X-ray. At least these will be Europa, but in some freestone change routes. So there'll be one with blending winglets and one with split skimitar winglets. And each model is also releasing pairs of aircraft, and they love releasing aircraft with something slightly different. And the winglet difference would make sense. So yeah, these will be pretty nice models. So that's all I can really say. So yeah, really great European releases this month. European collectors are really going to enjoy this month. There's a lot of great European releases, so I'm glad they're getting some good models. They really haven't been getting too many good models recently. They got their Yeegan 8 for 21 Neo, but they could use some more normal models. And these Ryanair, Air Europa, those are all great releases. So yeah. Moving on to our next model, we got another 747 800. I believe there may be another one after this. This one's registered Hotel Papa 18 X-ray X-ray X-ray. This will be the Copa Airlines, but in some reason in the 75th anniversary livery. I've predicted this model before, newly unveiled livery, and yeah, this is going to be a great model. So yeah, that's all I got to really say. Alright, so moving on to our next model. Sorry about my dog barking in the background. This one is registered Hotel Lima 7 X-ray X-ray X-ray. This will be the Korean Air, but in some reason in the regular livery. Angel Oslo's racing Korean aircraft. They have done the 747 Shiner Air with winglets, and they have done the kids fly livery 747 Shiner. They have yet to do a normal livery 747 900 non-ER. So this is going to be a great model, and yeah, so yeah, good for Korean collectors. Moving on to our next models, we got two 757s, and these two are pretty unique. I mean, this one's pretty unique. This one's registered number 7 X-ray X-ray X-ray. Yeah, that is missing an X there. On purpose, I believe this will be the Boeing test aircraft, but in 757-200. So this is the first ever 757-200 that's ever been built. And this aircraft is currently a Boeing testbed aircraft. So this is going to be a really cool release. Angels haven't released this specific aircraft with the aerials before. They have released this registration once before, but that was just in the normal Boeing house livery. They've never done a model with all the aerials, and yeah, so this is a really cool test aircraft. And yeah, going to be a great NG model. Moving on to our next model. This one's registered Romeo Papa Charlie 2 X-ray X-ray Netter Philippines model. That's really exciting, this month. This one would like to be a CB Pacific Boeing 757 student in the regular livery. So they have done the City of Manila livery before last month. And it's about time for NG to do a regular livery. So this is going to be a great model. And yeah, all I got to really say about it, great retro model. And yeah. Moving on to our next two models. These are some American Boeing 777s, maybe. This one's registered number 77 X-ray X-ray X-ray. This will be American Boeing 777 Junior Year in the normal livery. And the next one's registered number 79 X-ray X-ray X-ray. This will be the American One World Boeing 777 200 ER. Both of these are great American models. And yeah, so the reason why I predicted these just because there's two 777 hens that have similar registrations, and NG have already done it American models, a pair of American models before with the normal livery and the One World livery. Back in March of 2022 with the American Stuff Racers Radio with the logo winglets, and and the American 747 and the One World livery. So they're likely to be doing the same for the 777. So these are going to be great models, and yeah. Could be some other possibilities for these models. They could do the American 777s in the chrome livery. I would probably buy at least one of them because I really love the American 777 in the chrome livery. Or these could be some United 777s. I went with American just because this pairing just makes more sense for NG models released. So these are going to be great models. The American 777-200ER has been highly requested, and yeah, the normal livery that is, has been highly requested. Jim and I have done 2 releases of it before, but that was on the old mold, and it was really not a great release. I had it once. It's just okay, and I sold it in anticipation of an NG release. So, yeah, gonna be great models. The next model, I mean, come on, man. This one's our Alpha 7 Extra X-Ray. This will be a Qatar Airways Boeing 777 Junior LR in the FIFA World Cup livery. Another Qatar 777. Do we really need another one? Probably not. I mean, these Qatar releases from NG are getting old. Even more old than the Southwest releases. Southwest releases, I really like them just because at least the Southwest models are colorful and different, but Qatar Airways is that same boring livery over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, this then could be a Qatar 777 Junior LR in the normal livery or the FIFA World Cup livery. NG's been doing a lot of FIFA World Cup models recently, even though the event's over with, but I mean, they haven't done the 777 Junior LR yet, so it's one more model they can cross off their list. This could also be a Qatar 777F release of some sort. This is a normal livery or some sort of special livery. Or this could also be the Qatar Retro 777 Junior 777 300 ER they haven't released yet. For whatever reason, it could be that model. But I just wanted the 777 200 LR and a FIFA World Cup livery because NG's been doing an absurd amount of these recently. So this one more model they can check off their list for Qatar Airways. Yeah, this is NG's Emirates releases, basically right here. Moving on to our next model, these two are both for Victor Tango X-Ray Extra X-Ray. I believe both of these will be Air India, but in 787-8, so NG will likely be doing the regular livery and the one in the Mahan Gandhi livery. They've done this combo before with the Air India A319s from last month, so it would make sense for them to release that combination on the 787-8. So, yeah, some repetition this month, but there's some really great releases. These Air India 77s are great releases there. I may go for one of these if Air India sends these to the United States. I really doubt it, so yeah, I'll probably just skip out on this release. So yeah, these are still gonna be great models, but I know a lot of collectors will enjoy these models. Moving on to our next model, this is another 787. This one's registered Bravo 17 Extra Extra Extra. This will be a Taiwanese 787, and this will likely be in the EVA Airbus. This will be likely an EVA Airbus 787-10 in the Star Alliance livery. This is gonna be a pretty nice model. Yeah, this could also be an EVA Air 77 Shine. This is normal livery without the 77 tiles. Yeah, because NG recently done an EVA 77 Shine last month, so it would make sense for them to do. I mean, that one was in the 77 with the 77 tiles livery. This one, it'll likely make sense for them to do a regular livery or the 77 Shen, the Star Alliance livery, which is a newly unveiled aircraft. That's the reason why I place it high. I place the likeness to this model coming out higher than the normal livery, just because this is a recently unveiled aircraft. And NG loves doing recently unveiled aircraft, and this isn't a Star Alliance livery. NG loves doing Alliance livery aircraft for whatever reason. So, yeah. So that's going to be a great model there. Alright, moving on to our last two models. We got an L1011. Really exciting here. This one's registered Juliet Alpha 8 Extra Extra Extra. This will like be an ANA L1011 TriStar in the final livery. So NG have done the older livery before, but they haven't done this livery yet. So this is going to be a great NG release. And yeah, it's going to be a great model. So yeah, all I got to say about it, not in my retro collecting criteria, but it's still a good release. There's some other retro models I'd rather get. So yeah, which I may be getting some soon. We'll have to see. And our final model this month is a Tupla Tu-154, another good retro model here, even though it's a Russian aircraft. I really do like these releases. This one's Bravo 2 Extra Extra Extra. This will likely be a China Northwest Tupla Tu-154. Another Chinese model, but this is a cool retro model, so yeah. Yeah, and I hope NG models will release some more, what's the word? I want NG models to release some more Eastern European Tupla Tu-154s, and yeah, Soviet Union Tupla Tu-154s. Those would be some really cool releases for retro collectors. I'm just saying that because those have been requested on several model aircraft forums and on NG's Instagram account as well. And now, folks, this concludes this NG Hints video. 30 models this month. That is a lot of models for this month, but they're going to be great. They're going to be great models. A lot of them will probably get delayed like the February releases, which I'm yeah, which I'll talk about more in a little bit. Models I'll be going for this month. Maybe the Air India 7708, probably not, but yeah. I'd like to get the American by 777 Shooting Air, and this is normal livery. I won't go for the one roll livery, just because I'm not really a big American collector, and I only like to collect just normal liveries. I don't need a one roll 777, because Jacksonville is not even an American hub. It's just a normal American destination. So yeah, it's kind of like Orlando, and yeah, just kind of like America's operations over at Orlando. So yeah, I'm just going to get the normal livery. This could do some London Heathrow flights, that kind of thing. So yeah, like it did before when I had the Gemini American 777 in my collection. I sold them all just because I knew NG was going to release it, and I want to make my money's worth off the Gemini release, so I can buy the NG release and make a little bit extra money. So that is a pro collecting tip there. So if you think NG's going to release a model soon that you already have from Gemini, and the Gemini model is rare, maybe sell your Gemini model, make some extra money, and then get the NG model, get the NG version of it. So that's a little pro tip there. Yeah. So moving on to our next models. This 757. Oh, sorry. This 757 here, the Boeing test aircraft. If this isn't the Boeing test aircraft, and this is maybe a Delta 757 re-release with North 704 X-ray, which NG has already done before, so that's the only other possibility for that model, and NG's already done it. So if this is the North 704X with the American Chrome livery with the no wings, I would probably buy that model, but I don't think it'll be that aircraft though, because NG have already released a model with the North 704 X-ray registration, and that aircraft has flown with Trans World Airlines, American Airlines, and Delta Airlines. So just this little history, North 74X. Yeah. This one, I like that you won't buy. This is still going to be pretty cool aircraft, especially if you're doing like like a Boeing field airport, something like that. That'd be really cool. Or Seattle Payne, or just any of the airports around Seattle or the Boeing test airports. So that's still going to be a great model of those. So if you want that model, I'd highly recommend to get it. It's going to be a pretty cool release. NG 7x7 model is great. Probably skip out on these other 747s. Maybe the Ryanair just for fun, but the two 747s I really want though. New Mexico one. I'm really excited for New Mexico one. It's gonna be a beautiful model. Please enjoy releases this month. It's gonna be a beautiful model. This end could also be the hard livery with blending winglets, perhaps. I would still go for that, of course. I'd definitely take another hard 747-700 just because they're very common aircraft over in the United States, because Southwest still has 429 of them in their fleet, so it's a must-have model for a U.S. collector. I know a lot of U.S. collectors missed out on the painted releases just because they're just exclusive models and they're made in limited quantity. So NG doing a hard livery release would just be great. It would just be great. Great business idea from NG. But yeah, New Mexico one, it's gonna be a beautiful model. Cannot wait to have it. This hint right here, I would definitely go for the Canadian Blue 747 splits. I already have number 252 from NG, but I would take number 251. It'd be great model to go with it. I always want another duplicate model, number 252, so definitely go for that model. Only get one, but I'm not getting multiple. If it's in the hard livery, I'd of course still buy it. Maybe a few of the hard livery version, but yeah, maybe two of the hard livery splits if NG make it. So yeah. And the reason why I think if this is a hard livery, it will have split skimmer doors, just because all the Southwest 25 prefix 747s all have split skimmer doors, and I believe all of them are now in the hard livery. So yeah, it would make sense for this release to be the hard split release, and this one to be the blended release. If NG go down that path, which I kind of doubt, I think these two models are more likely. And yeah, so the rest of these models, I'm not really too interested in. Maybe the airframes they refer to 200, but yeah. But the rest of these models, there's some really good hints this month. Not my favorite release. I think the favorite release was better for me. Those models are slightly more exciting, but if these hints do come true, this is still going to be a really great release set for U.S. collectors, especially collectors around the world, like in Europe, Australia, Asia, China. There's going to be a lot of great models. Philippines. A lot of great varieties this month, NG. I like to applaud them for that. A lot of great models this month, so yeah. And yeah, so that is it for this YouTube video. I want to provide a quick channel update. So once again, I am on a YouTube break for just a little bit. I will still make videos here and there. I may do another Jacksonville update for this month, and yeah, I've been really busy with school work, that kind of thing, and I've just been really busy recently. That's why we haven't had a lot of YouTube videos. Sorry about that, but I really want to make this video happen because a lot of you guys have been requesting me to make this video once NG announced their March 10th, so here you are. So sorry about this video also coming out a little late as well, just because I've been having issues making this video, and I had to work today, so, this made the, video making process just slightly longer. Sorry about that, but yeah, anyways, I'm JT Pilot. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.